Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Game Logic from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube. One of the co-hosts of the Enough to Keep Going Weekly Games podcast over on the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, back with another episode of the Replication Anecdotes. This is episode number 703. The Replication Anecdotes is my mini-series of live streams and Let's Plays focused on games in the simulation genre. So racing games, flight sims, space sims. Tonight we're going to be getting things a little bit sweaty, playing some Forza Horizon 5 on the PC. So without much further ado, let's get to it. So the reason we're doing an additional live stream tonight is because now I'm going to have to check the audio mix balance tonight, is because so I've been testing the Blackmagic Designs ATEM Mini Pro, an automated switcher and standalone device with which you can use to live stream without using a streaming PC. So I'd become interested in this. I got a Panasonic Lumix GX85 a few months ago, and I really wanted to, I was having some problems kind of bringing that video in for my webcam using the Blackmagic Web Presenter, so I wanted something a little higher grade. So I went out and got the ATEM Mini Pro, and just over the last few weeks of trying different ways of testing it, I just decided that I was not satisfied with its video output and the quality of it to YouTube. I wasn't satisfied using it as a standalone streaming device. I didn't like it using it as just a glorified capture card, using it along with a streaming PC. And kind of the the straw that broke the camel's back was I was also really dissatisfied with what even local recording looked like, recording directly from the device to an NVMe external enclosure, which I just recently picked up and used that to slap one of my spare NVMe drives around, and I wasn't satisfied with the video quality of that either. So I decided to go back to using a streaming PC, and so I spent the day rebuilding one of my old streaming PCs. It's what I plan on using to live stream Forza Horizon 5 next weekend. And so I decided I didn't want to go through all the entire week with the anxiety. This is taking a long time to sync. I decided that I didn't want to go through the whole week with that anxiety of like, what's going to go wrong and testing the build and everything. So I wanted to get at least one test in tonight. So I pulled all my normal production stuff in and configured it, and decided I wanted to go live again tonight. Man, this is taking a really long time. This is the first run of Forza 5 on this gaming PC, so that may be what's behind it. Which is good. I guess it gave me a chance to go through all the tech stuff and get that out of the way. So while we're talking about tech tonight, so again, I built a streaming PC. It's running a third generation AMD Ryzen processor, so a 3600. Has a GTX 1070 in it. So part of the story behind this was I had a gaming PC streaming PC that I had set up a few months ago that failed. I decided at the time not to troubleshoot it, because I had other stuff I wanted to do. So I finally got around to that today, finally checking out what's wrong with it. I think the motherboard or power supply failed on it. So we're going to be in the menus for a little bit here. Buy and sell. So let's go to the auction house. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm on PC. I should just use the mouse. Search auctions, right? Okay, and I'm not very discriminatory when it comes to buying things out of the auction house. I just go in and buy whatever I want. Now the other thing is, I often don't necessarily use the value of everything either. Because a lot of the times you buy these cars at auction, and the thing that's really great about it is like the custom skin or whatever that the person put on it, and I tend to buy it and then like immediately replace the skin on it or whatever. I just feel like, you know, throwing some in-game credits back into the economy. So okay, so I collected the car, right? The only thing I wanted to do was clear the alert. New car in the car collection. Really haven't done. What is that? No, I don't want to do that. I just want to go to my cars. It's so much easier navigating this menu with mouse and keyboard. This is the thing I just bought, right? Can I get in the car? Yeah, man, I got it. Upgrades and tuning. Auto upgrade. Gonna max it out in Class C is the plan. Buy that for $13,500. Doesn't like the left click for some of these confirmations. It wants you to hit the enter key. Okay, stink. So yeah, it's not a bad one. Painted like an old British World War II fighter. Okay, now this is one of these things where I may have to use the controller. It might be easier. Because what I got to do now is I got to eke out this one more point to make the thing a 600. So not doing that with tire compound. Oh. Okay, so that maxes me out in type C, right? Okay, I'm not going to bother tonight to also customize my character, which is typically a thing that I spend a lot of time doing. I kind of don't understand why it always said, great Scott, man. What the heck? Campaign. I got accolades. I guess it's just telling me that because I haven't played the PC version before. You know what? No. Oh, do you actually have to... Come on, man. What is it I need to... Okay. So I did have unclaimed stuff. That's what I was worried about. I was like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like... I don't think it's just telling me that for no reason. It's a night very heavy administrative, and it seems like it's always like this when you go into Forza Horizon 5 for the first time in a long time. It's unfortunately a bit of the gunk that I needed to go through. So hopefully people read the little blurb and understand that this is a test live stream, so... Although, if it was live, I admit, in my hooptiness, this is the type of meta that I wind up spending a lot of time in. OCD. What is that? Just want to claim all the stuff. Please tell me that that was... Somehow I missed 3. Ah, great Scott. Grab Nabby. What else could there possibly be? Okay, finally. I gotta collect these 3 cars. We automatically get a car mastery. Oh, what the heck is that? How did my light go out? Does that thing only stay on for a certain amount of time? I'll have to investigate that. Ah, what the heck? Huh. Sorry, I do need to check this one thing out. Well, I will have to check that out and report back to people who are interested in lighting. I have a loom box set up as my secondary light, and for some reason it is just out. Seems to power up momentarily and then go right back out. So I don't know what the heck is going on with that. And so I do apologize. Usually, actually, whenever I'm transitioning to a new game, I do try and do a little pre-gaming to just kind of get through stuff like this. But with building a new PC today, and again, it's not a new PC, it's one that I had. It's just, I had parts scattered all over the house in disarray. I wonder if this light just gets too hot or something. Or maybe it's actually running on battery and needs to recharge or what? I don't know. I didn't even see what it is that I want. Oh, the Fair Lady Z Forza Edition. Oh my gosh, dude. No, I didn't clear everything out of the Mystic Center. How did I get full? How in the world, man? Oh my gosh. I honestly have no idea why I have so much stuff. Because I haven't been playing at all. This is ridiculously not according to plan. You've collected 24 more cars. Oh my gosh, and another reward. Reward? 1000 XP. Am I done? Thank you. Okay. So now we can go to the campaign. I mean, I really don't know. The other bad thing is it's highly likely that Test Driver Horizon Baja. What is this thing that's painted new under here, though? Probably just that speed trap. Yeah. Okay. Roberto Rocosa Cross Country. Yeah, I need to make... One thing I need to make sure, as I often do this, is I come back to the game and there's some filter stuck on there that I've seen that since I've this thing back up. It's like a weird,
in 400 yards.
Yeah, that right there, that split second hitch. I saw that on the live stream. That guy, it's the same Jaguar I am. Yes, but I'm not on the right path. Man. Second road is slick and this Jaguar is not handling well. So the tail of the tape on the PC. So like I said, I've been testing the Blackmagic Designs ATEM Mini Pro. Came through my testing, did process it for a refund, and I'm due to send it back. So my setup just prior to that was I had finally come around to kind of taking one PC and making it the dedicated streaming PC, but I also use that PC to podcast and to game on. And so I was like, well, I'd spread a few gaming systems out around the room in the anticipation that I would have been able to use the ATEM Mini Pro and kind of taking it around to each of those various battle stations and used it. So I was like, well, I'm not going to move all those things back. Am I going to use the PC at different stations around the room? And I was like, well, I don't really want to move that from where it is because I use that to actually game on. So it was the 3-day weekend, and I was like, well, I've been saying I need to troubleshoot this PC that failed a few months ago and figure out what the heck is going on with it and not let all those assets go to waste. So I did that. It was a PC that was in a Corsair case, mid-tower.
Will you dance with me? Well, what if I make this next piece into one of your skill songs and give you double skill scores? Then will you dance with me?
I got this. Whoa, what is that? I don't want to change back to timeless FM. It just flipped out when I turned the radio off too.
You have arrived at your destination.
What I really want to do is I want to put it on the classical channel. Okay. DBQ hams, because you basically have to put this in some kind of streamer mode. Oh, I'm in the speed zone. The classical music is the only kind that seems to not be copyrighted that I can get away with. I am gonna have to go in and check the it's a good way to drive off a cliff there. Wait. I wasn't heading towards right? I was heading for a race. Got turned around.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Let's get a look at the exterior of the car here. Man, and these settings really look gorgeous on PC. So I broke that PC out and set it up on a table and tried to hook it up and power it up, and it was a weird set of symptoms that I'd experienced on it a few months ago. It was working fine, and then all of a sudden just the video output went blank, and then I couldn't
You have arrived at your destination.
and then I couldn't shut it down.
Music, Radio Eterna.
Okay, the audio mix balance doesn't sound too bad. I feel like the game volume can be turned up just a little bit. We got a few options for a ride here. Actually, I have a lot of options. Now this thing here is attuned. We're gonna go ahead and drive it anyway though, and then take it back to the shop. So like I said, so the GPU output had just stopped, and then the weirdest thing of it was it wouldn't shut down. Like I sat there and would hold the power button forever. So there's an integrated power chip on PC motherboards that are kind of the nexus of where all the power control circuitry goes through. So this is nasty. So I think maybe that one IC failed, which is a bit of a weirdism. So I bumped the audio, I bumped the in-game audio up a little. I hope it's not now like deafening my voice, which may be the case. And 10th. So I got the same set of symptoms today when I put it up on a workbench. I was just not able to do anything with it, and I was like, I did not want to troubleshoot by putting more GPUs in there. I have a few GPUs that I keep on standby as spare parts, just in case. Oh no, 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 no! Yeah, that's a do-over. Yeah, he shunted me way bad. And the audio mix in my ear seems really loud, but live stream sounds okay. So I was like, well, let me pull the GPU out rather than troubleshoot by putting another GPU in and prove whether or not it's the GPU or not. If it's not the GPU, I was like, that's the most valuable piece of componentry in that PC. So I had another old streaming PC. I was just kind of sitting around. I'd kind of taken that down off out of any workstations because I was just trying to kind of declutter and reduce the number of machines in the studio. And so I went underneath a table and got that out, and I was a little worried because I was like, man, I forget what state I left this thing in, and like, I'm only willing to have to do so much rework to get it back up and running. Obviously, what I was hoping for was something that I could have just slapped another GPU in there because I had taken the GPU out of that PC, but it was missing RAM, and it still had the large storage drive in it. I have a 6 terabyte storage drive in there for offloading video. Out of the PC that failed, there was a 2 terabyte NVMe drive in there. So I salvaged that, kept the storage drive. Come on, straighten up. Come on. Come on. So I slapped that PC together. There were things I was concerned about would be in disarray that weren't. And some of these people are up to level 80 and 90 already. They've been on it. So without too many hiccups, I got that running this afternoon. I had a bit of a hiccup where it didn't want to install the operating system on the NVMe drive, and it turns out this is one of those motherboards that complains if there's a SATA drive in the SATA 0 port. If you're trying to install.
Perez. This is the Eliminator, an epic event that puts you versus everyone to see who is crowned the winner. They're taking sign-ups if you're interested.
Well, can I go to it right now? Wait. Is the Eliminator the Battle Royale thing? Yeah, I'm not playing that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Out of points. Geez, 3 wheel spins? So like I said, I got that running. I didn't, of course, the bane of building PCs is when you slap the thing together and then something's not working yet, and if you put the covers on too quickly, you have to take it off. So I left the covers off of the thing. Fortunately, the only thing I really had to do is I did have to go in there and pull that one SATA connection off to get the drive installed. It was looking kind of scary for a little while because I was worried that something was wrong with that NVMe drive, because the error message you get when it won't install is not like, hey, you need to pull the SATA cable out of the SATA 0 port. It gives you a different error message, and so you got to figure out that is the thing that's going on. It's not super intuitive. There's a new race down here. Well, what I really need to do is, do I have any houses nearby over here? I guess this is the nearest one, is to go back to La Cabana.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
This is just the methodology that I use to decide which of my cars gets upgraded. It's only a mile back to the house.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
So I got it all hooked up, got OBS, Elgato Stream Deck, all my software and stuff installed in an afternoon without, like I said, without too many troubles. And I'm sure, there are lots of streamers and YouTubers out there who are putting out a lot of videos saying that the
Arrived at your destination.
You mean I just press this button and all the superstars across Mexico get double skill scores? Oh, your tia Lola has the power, Horizon.
what? Stick. Oh, was that the? No, I don't want to. Where the heck is the house?
Didn't I say stay on the road and floor it? I'm pretty sure I did.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, so where's the... Okay, this is seriously... Yeah. Goofy back road. So there are, like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers and streamers out there saying that the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro is a really great device, and I'm sure that it is. And I think what's going on and the reason for the difference is I'm sure a lot of people are doing additional work, and I'm sure if I had been willing to do so, that I would have been able to dig around in the XML files and like change. Like one of the things is it default streams out using variable bitrate, which is just a big no-no in my book. And I'm sure there's a way to dig around in the XML files and make it stream with a constant bitrate. Should be a fairly obvious and easy thing to do. I'm just not really a super fan. Like, a lot of these designs are like... And I get it, I'm sure people are just like practicing, and this doesn't really have many great designs for it. Go with one of the anime designs. This is winding up not being a very eventful live stream. But at the end of the day, I will be glad that I did this tonight on a spare night test stream rather than Friday night, where I really want to get like, a lot of gaming objectives done. The only problem with Forza is when you've been into it for a while. What? You have completed this expedition. It's hard to find races, like, and I mean, it's cool. I mean, all these like events and stuff are great for everybody else. They're not my cup of tea. Now, this is not listed as new, but it doesn't say that I've completed this before. Oh, that's really weird. I don't know that I've ever seen anything. What the heck? So did I run the event but not like place or something? Like, that's weird. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that. I'm gonna have to reassess. What is that? On this desert racetrack. Like, I'm not sure. That's weird. Like, there's no indication to me that that's an event that I've played before. It's hard to appreciate the skin in the dark. And of course, I'm very glad to be back on the right-hand side of the road this year. And I think there are also people using the ATEM Mini.
Turn left.
Using the ATEM Mini Pro in conjunction with other gear like a hyperdeck and some of the other stuff. Oh wait, that's not my destination.
Turn left. In 100 yards, turn left.
You know, it's possible that with some of those other pieces of gear and whatnot, that the output is better. I think one of the things too is you get a lot of streamers that are doing IRL kind of stuff and not actually playing games. I mean, which is fine. I mean, they're doing other types of content, and for them, the ATEM Mini Pro probably works great for, you know, stuff for content that's not like this, like moving at 120 miles per hour.
You have arrived at your destination.
No, I don't want to play that. Should have known better. Just based on the icon being different. Alright, hopefully this other event is
Turn
relatively
around
close by.
when it is safe to do so.
We've expended a ton of time tonight and haven't gotten anything done. Which is sort of kind of fine. This is more a technical investigation for me. So we'll hopefully be back with a fair amount of
Turn right.
gameplay Friday night. I'm actually going to hop off tonight and play some WRC 10 on the Xbox. Another racing game is what's on my schedule for tonight.
Turn right. In 100 yards, turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
All right, that was when I was that alert was for me to wrap up the live stream, but we will do this one other event at least. That is not a modified car, not a tuned up car, not an upgraded car. But yeah, my whole point of getting the ATEM Mini Pro was to enable my ability to do different streams at different workstations around the studio without needing a streaming PC every single time. And it was also to do things that with more convenience, not to require me to do additional work. So I'm not digging around in an XML file. You know, not pairing it with other Blackmagic gear. I mean, it worked great for podcasting, right? In anything I was doing kind of low speed, but not for gaming. Off that start, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, the Lancer's going to be awesome for this. This route up here is very challenging, though. Before I can play WRC 10, I gotta troubleshoot this stinking loom box. I have one other one that has not presented me this problem. I don't know. Maybe it's because of what I have it hooked into. Nice. 50 Chivo points. What is the heck is that? Just seems like the first time the PC is hitting some piece of game content. It does a little hitch. Still only in 7th. Am I coming back? Oh, it's 2 laps. Alright, it made it. It's like, I'm losing it. Ow. Ugh. Barely held on to sixth there. Really trying to see if I can move this up and podium. I don't know if that's going to be possible though. I'm holding on and maintaining, but I'm not moving up. Got a big old pack behind me. No, 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 no. Gotta hear him getting close. No, you're not making a run on me there. So in the last bit of hardware and tech talk tonight, actually this weekend I'm going to be breaking out my Thrustmaster, what's this thing called? T300 RS. Wheel and pedals, which I'm looking very forward to. I've had this thing for quite a long time and hadn't gotten around to messing with it yet. But tonight I'm just playing with the Thrustmaster eSwap X Pro, which is the controller I had broken out to play WRC 10 on my Xbox with. Because I was like, I don't know that there's makes any sense for me to break out the wheel and pedals for just for a test stream for tonight. A little car mastery with the Mitsubishi. A wheel spin.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
What? Car's head up. No. I just wanted to get a look at what the interior looked like. Sticky. So I have to say, after a couple weeks of streaming with the ATEM Mini Pro, what the heck, dude? Feels, and you know, the other thing too is there was not a ton of automation. I mean, a nice switcher, but a lot of the switching was manual. This is the problem: is I hit that speed zone and it takes me off my destination.
Arrived at your destination.
Well, that was too fast, too furious. Did not work as planned. No, I'm not running the speed zone again. Yeah, it's just like there's a speed zone right outside my house, so there's no getting to my house without triggering that thing. Why is my house over here like around chicken coops and dog. I'm gonna learn
You have arrived at your destination.
how to get to this blasted thing. Yeah. So it's nice having the Go XLR mixer back and being back with the Stream Deck. I did finally also figure out how to... I use this plug-in for the Stream Deck that is a clock. And I've long struggled to figure out how to get it to digital and to then get a background or get it so I can see it, because you can't change the font color on the clock itself. You can if you change the title, but then it overlays the title on top of the clock, and it just doesn't look good. Finally, I figured out you can change the background to white, because the font for the digital clock is like grayish black, and now I can actually see it, which the whole point of it is to have a clock that I can actually look at and see. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate you letting me ramble. Sorry for a lot of the hitchy-gitchy tonight. Again, had some technical things I had to work out, and then, you know, playing Forza Horizon 5 on PC for the first time. So hopefully things will be a lot smoother Friday night when we start up the next round of live streams in earnest. Of course, tonight, like I said, was just a test run. So thanks very much for anybody who happened to swing through the live stream. I appreciate you. For anybody out there watching the archive version of this Let's Play on the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, I appreciate you as well. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can just receive a notification whenever I post new content. Like I said, I will be back. Friday night is the plan. There's a couple things in the air that might make that a little wonky, and I might have to adjust the schedule, but that is the plan. I will be back, and I will be playing. The plan is to be playing Forza Horizon 5 on PC. So until then, take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. Once again, my name has been Game Logic on the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube. One of the co-hosts of the Enough to Keep Going Weekly Games podcast on the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Till Friday night, good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.